guys, welcome to my cooking episode. And on today's episode I'll be preparing stew for paper rice, which the Benin calls ebiseko. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the meat I'll be using for this stew is oxtail and assorted. So firstly we have to season our meat, and the seasonings I'm using are all-purpose seasoning, lasso beef, curry, and that's because it's stew. Then I'll be using Benny. Of course, not all the full pack of Benny, half of the sachet. So that's what I'll be pouring in for this particular stew. Then the next seasoning is our seasoning cube, preferably no seasoning cube. So I'll be using one for this stew. Then my salt, like I will always say, be mindful of your salt. Then onion. So currently our meat is on the fire after cooking for like 10 minutes, because you know, of course, the oxtail is harder than the assorted. Then you have to bring in your assorted after like 10 minutes. And after we put in your assorted, in this place I also put it after putting my assorted, sorry, I did put in what they call bonga fish inside, but I didn't record that. So this is my tomato mix already blended, and next is my oil on the fire. And my tomato mix, when you're cooking your assorted stew, you don't blend the tomatoes too small. So that's it. And in that tomato mix I have my shobo, tomato, you know, and pepper and crayfish and onion blended together. So as you can see, the oil is really hot. Whenever I'm frying my stew, I allow my oil to get really hot. And in here is my shrimps, which the Benin calls initan. So I'm going to allow the tomato mix to fry for like 5 minutes before putting in my tomato paste. And after putting in my tomato paste, I'm still going to leave it to fry for like 10 to 15 minutes, allow it to get really dried without adding any water to it. I'm going to leave it there, allow it to fry for like 10 to 15 minutes. Then before, as you can see, it's already fried, and if it tastes this stew. So right now I'm going to be putting in every other protein. So I already put in my meat stock now. I won't be adding any additional water except for the meat stock before I'll be putting in my seasoning cube. So I put in my meat stock to taste the stew first, to know if the stew will be needing an extra seasoning cube. So after using one seasoning cube to cook the meat, I'll be adding one seasoning cube to the stew. Then I added little pumpkin to it because I don't like my stew to be plain. At least there should be little vegetable in it. And one thing I ate so much is adding spices directly inside your stew. If you want to have a great taste, ensure that you're mindful of your seasonings and ensure that you fry your stew very well. Trust me, your stew is going to come out excellently well.